Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Professor Mutahi Ngunyi, some few hours ago, shared a tweet through his Twitter handle. And I felt this tweet is important. We have a look at it, for it's just going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. In case you've just bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Mutahi Ngunyi. Kikuyus are traders, and no trader will tell you the price of their potatoes 8 months to the market day. The price is revealed a few days before. The gamer tide will change just before election, and the real price will be revealed. Fact. That's Mutahi Ngunyi. And Mutahi Ngunyi is just trying to say that it's still too early to call it on the mountain. And I fully agree with Mutahi Ngunyi. And I agree with Mutahi Ngunyi for some reasons. The first reason, our politics is largely based on ethnicity. It's ethnic based. That is one thing Kenyans must know, and they should know. The second factor, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has never gone to the mountain to de-campaign William Ruto. In fact, he has never done that. While William Ruto has been constantly campaigning on the mountain for a very long period of time. But the president has never gone to the mountain to de-campaign William Ruto. And if you look at the emerging trends, the recent opinion polls, it's very clear, ladies and gentlemen, that just in December, about 2 months ago, William Ruto's popularity in Mount Kenya was at about 88% or even 90, 91, 92%. That was William Ruto's popularity on the mountain. Recent opinion polls that have been done on the mountain indicates William Ruto at around 57%, 58%. That's William Ruto's popularity as I talk right now. Though that's a popularity I largely don't believe in, because any opinion poll or any popularity showing William Ruto leading on the mountain, that to me is a fake, a false opinion poll. Just as an opinion poll showing Raila leading or rather beating William Ruto in the Kalenjin nation. So largely I don't agree or believe in that opinion poll. But nonetheless, that's what we are getting from the recent opinion polls. But the trends are very clear even from those opinion polls that William Ruto is steadily declining on the mountain as Raila Amolo Odinga rise on the mountain. Those are the trends, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm saying I agree with Mutahi Ngunyi because the day Uhuru Kenyatta will go to the mountain to de-campaign William Ruto, that will be the day William Ruto will be history on the mountain. And so far, Uhuru Kenyatta has laid plans to do that and to achieve that. Uhuru has already organized for Sagana 3. In Sagana 3, Uhuru Kenyatta is just going to give his people direction. And the direction is going to be simple. Raila Amolo Odinga. Or whichever the person Uhuru will tell them. But it's very clear, it's Raila Amolo Odinga. So when Uhuru Kenyatta do that, ladies and gentlemen, these leaders and even Uhuru Kenyatta himself might now be forced to go to the people to start the campaigning William Ruto. And as Uhuru will be doing that, the mountain people will ask themselves a very simple question. Should we listen to our son or should we listen to somebody who helped our son against Raila Amolo Odinga? The answer again is very simple, that a majority of residents of Mount Kenya will go with their son. And that's how William Ruto's popularity will just be history on the mountain. And largely again, if you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, Raila just started his campaigns recently on the mountain. William Ruto has been campaigning on the mountain for time immemorial. So again, as Raila Odinga will now be frequenting the mountain again, things will automatically change on the mountain. And that will mean, ladies and gentlemen, that Raila's popularity will for sure rise on the mountain, as William Ruto's popularity will actually decline on the mountain. And in this YouTube channel, I've always stated several times, or rather severally, that William Ruto has a lot of skeletons in his closet. And these skeletons will be used very effectively against William Ruto on the mountain. And one such skeleton being 2007. This is something I've been repeating here. 2007 post-election violence is going to be used very effectively against William Ruto. And it's going to help Uhuru Kenyatta and Uhuru's men on the mountain build or rather elicit some emotions against William Ruto. And I know they are going to use that very effectively and very, very frequently against William Ruto. And at first, from where I see it, the mountain will be maybe slow to accept the message. But as now the reality of an election will now be making, or rather will be coming clearer, or will be approaching the reality of the election, the mountain people, gamer community, will now be forced to buy Uhuru Kenyatta's narrative and idea, and they will actually dump William Ruto. And I've always maintained here that by August this year, William Ruto will be the most hated politician on the mountain. That is something I've consistently maintained here. And likely, if you look at William Ruto's brand of politics, William Ruto has been using Raila phobia that has always existed to maintain his lead maybe on the mountain. And I know as Uhuru Kenyatta will start his campaign for Raila on the mountain, that Raila phobia will automatically disappear. So William Ruto will have no agenda to tell the people of the mountain. Because if you ask anybody, what has William Ruto done to the mountain people? There is nothing concrete or tangible William Ruto has done to the mountain people, apart from helping Uhuru Kenyatta in the previous elections against Raila Amolo Odinga. And that Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta are now together. And naturally in politics, we don't have permanent friends or permanent enemies. And just permanent, we don't have permanent friends or permanent enemies, but just interest. Uhuru Kenyatta, from where I sit, will just use the ethnic card, and that will evoke emotions against William Ruto on the mountain. And that's why largely I still believe that William Ruto will be the most hated politician on the mountain as August approaches. And that will also mean that as August approaches again, William Ruto's maybe presidential bid will just be but a pipe dream. Because largely William Ruto has to get about 90% of the mountain vote for him to make at least a serious stab at the presidency. But that seems not to be the case. William Ruto will not be able to get that 90% of the mountain vote. And then also if you look across the country, areas like Northeastern that voted overwhelmingly for Jubilee in the last election, those areas are now firmly supporting Raila Amolo Odinga, courtesy to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And also in some areas like Kisii region, we are seeing there is also a wave that is now pro-Raila Amolo Odinga, a wave that has never been seen there before. Raila has a very good presence in the Kisii nation, but besides Raila's strong supporters in Kisii, we are also seeing a new wave. Those who have all along been voting for Uhuru Kenyatta, we are now seeing them supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. So it means, ladies and gentlemen, that generally across the country, Raila is actually gaining ground as William Ruto ground becomes very slippery. So as I conclude, I'm seeing a situation where the mountain vote, most definitely Raila Odinga will win that mountain vote. And he will not just win that mountain vote, but he will win it with a landslide margin. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Tamu sana is tamu.